Thanks for joining us. I'm Shamir Owens. Our 6 News team arrived to the 2700 block of East Michigan Avenue near the People's Kitchen this afternoon, where we found a man bleeding from his chest. Ambulances and several departments, including Lansing and Michigan State Police, were all on scene. After 2 recent fires at Central Michigan University, city officials are reminding people about the dangers of lithium-ion batteries. Those are the batteries used in smartphones, electric bikes, and electric vehicles. 2 of those power sources caught fire Tuesday morning in separate dorms on campus while being charged. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The Mount Pleasant Public Safety recommends that people buy products with the Underwriters Laboratories or UL mark, use the recommended cord and adapter for the device, unplug the device when fully charged, and continually inspect the batteries for any signs of damage. Well, Santa had a few helpers this Christmas as officers with the East Lansing Police Department stopped by the home of a local family for a special delivery.
And Shamir Owens with our News Nation affiliate WLNS is at Spartan Stadium as the first tailgate of the season officially kicks off.
It's that time of year again. College football season is here, and fans are not holding back when it comes to celebrating the start of the season here at Michigan State University. And in good tailgate fashion, the grills are fired up and the coolers are filled to the max. And we got some beer pong over here. Guys, what's going on with the beer pong game? As you can see, there's a lot of fun going on.
Health experts say you have to adjust both your clocks and your health habits during this time. They say daylight saving time in the spring affects your physical and mental health differently compared to the fall. The sound of gunshots and cries for help filled the halls of Grand Ledge High School today as multiple agencies from across the state gathered for an active violence training exercise. A lot of what the Congresswoman talked about was the importance of local municipalities working together to resolve this ongoing issue. According to Eaton County Sheriff Tom Reich, beginning in mid-September, the department will no longer have 24-hour patrol, and that's because they won't have enough deputies to do it. Almost every day, viewers are contacting 6 News to share a bad experience they had after buying a car from Dice Auto Sales. Today, one woman told 6 News that a car she bought almost cost her her life.
My daughter was afraid to get in my car.
A vehicle Allie Dean Ray says she bought from Dice Auto Sales in August of last year.
And at the time, I was still a single mom and working 3 jobs, so I needed a car when mine kind of died.
Dean Ray says she purchased a 2009 Dodge Journey from the dealer, and then, you guessed it, within a week, the vehicle needed multiple repairs. Repairs she believed Dice Auto Sales would take care of as they had promised. Dice Auto Sales kept her vehicle for 6 weeks. Dean Ray says that on the day she went to pick up her vehicle, the unthinkable happened.
I picked up my daughter. I was going maybe 40 miles an hour down like a 55 road, and the wheel just went flying. Just came off.
After that, Dean Ray says she had her vehicle towed to a mechanic who made a gruesome discovery.
This hole goes all the way through. The lower control arm mounting point is actually bent. There's another hole that goes all the way through. This vehicle is not even roadworthy to be in a parking lot.
Dean Ray decided to share her experience on Facebook and tag Dice Auto Sales in her post, and to her surprise, they responded.
They got on my social media and started to blame me for the car.
So 6 News went back to Dice Auto Sales looking for owner Jeff Dice, who agreed to meet with us a few weeks back and never showed. But when 6 News arrived today, looking to talk with Jeff, is he available?
He's not even here.
So an employee took our information down yet again and said that Jeff would contact us, as we've heard many times before. In the meantime, Dean Ray says she wants people to think twice before buying a car from Dice Auto Sales.
Really just don't want this to happen to anybody else. They probably shouldn't be in business.
Well, after our stories aired about Gibson doing bad business, one man says it made him sick to his stomach and he knew he had to help out.
I don't even want him to do the work. I just want my $1,300 back.
The person she's referring to is J.D. Earl Gibson, a man who promised to remove these trees from Shantia Robinson's yard. But after Gibson got the down payment, he never came back to do the work. But Gibson says he's not that kind of guy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to try to screw you in any way or try to make you upset. And, you know, I plan on making it right 100%.
6 News heard from a lot of people after we aired our original story who Gibson told the same
good thing too, but never made it right. Now one man says he will. Jim Myers is the owner of Midwest Tree Service. He called 6 News after seeing our stories about Gibson and said he wanted to help.
As I laid in a hospital bed, I thought, how can I make a difference in the world? And this is how.
Myers says this is personal. He tested positive for COVID-19 back in November and says it almost killed him. As he fought for his life, he made a vow that when he got better, he would do a good deed for someone else.
We're going to take this cherry tree out for free of charge and then trim the other one behind.
And Myers didn't stop there. He went to Kelly Basher Keeler's home, who says Gibson took more than $6,000 from her. And today Myers also agreed to do her tree work for free. Both women say they are more than thankful.
I definitely appreciate it because this has been very stressful.
Grateful and overwhelmed. When you see so much bad and then you see the good, it brings out the good feelings in you again.
The role of a police officer, at times it absolutely is law enforcement, but a lot of times, or more often than not, it's more of public servant.
For the last 22 years, the Tri-County Triad, including the Lansing Fire and Police Department, celebrate No Senior Without Christmas. Public safety partners within the Tri-County area nominate seniors 65 and older who live alone and have low income to receive a gift.
We load 400 boxes of all these non-perishable food items. You know, some nice stuff too, hats, gloves, some things for their house.
It's a fun day. I like it. I'm always excited for this day.
6 News got a chance to tag along with LPD officer Glenn Briggs as he went door to door for a special delivery.
Police Department, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
The items in the boxes were donated by local businesses and sponsors.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. There's food and clothing and non-perishables and some fun stuff and some things like that.
Thank y'all, man. God bless you.
Absolutely.
I sure do appreciate it.
Then it was off to the next senior. This box was put together for Marsha Connor's husband, but he wasn't home for the delivery as he's been in the hospital for a few days.
I really like it because, believe it or not, he does get excited because of the things that they have in it.
And Connor says even though her husband may be home before Christmas, he won't be able to open his box right away.
I don't let him open it until Christmas Eve.